You're looking at the crash site of United Airlines 93 that crashed in Somerset County, Pennsylvania on September 11, 2001. This is one of the 4 planes that was hijacked by terrorists in an attempt to crash them into U.S. national landmarks. As you know by now, 2 of those planes hit the World Trade Center. 1 other plane hit the Pentagon, and this plane, we don't know exactly what it was intended to, but it looks like it was headed towards Washington, D.C., the Capitol, the White House, or something like that. Anyway, when the plane was in the sky, after it was hijacked later than the other 3 airlines, so by then the passengers were able to call on their cell phones, and they were able to find out that the other 3 planes were hijacked and had crashed into the Trade Center and the Pentagon, and by then they knew they had to do something, otherwise it was going to be crashing. They knew that this plane was deliberately going to be crashed somewhere. So what they did was they, about 30 some odd passengers took over the 4 hijackers that were on the plane, 4 or 5 hijackers, and they took control of the plane, and while no one was able to fly the plane because the pilots were incapacitated for whatever reason, and so they basically took the plane out of the terrorists' hands and prevented the plane from being sent to any one of the national landmarks that they intended to crash it into. This white wall represents the flight path that the plane actually took in its last moments, and I'm going to take you back here a little bit, because just above this hill is where the plane was really beginning the end of its descent. It was about right above this hill here. The plane was traveling about 500 miles an hour. It was only about 50 feet above the ground, and it was traveling, this was pretty much the flight path through this gate here, and behind that wall is where the plane finally hit the ground. Everyone on board was killed, including the hijackers, and most importantly, the plane did not reach its intended target of Washington, D.C., so it saved many, many more lives in the process. So, right behind this wall, and on September 11, 2011, this monument is expected to be open to the public, and it will be a completed monument. It will have complete memorials for those who were killed in the crash. And that was September 11th. Right now there is that's a temporary memorial. Basically it's nothing but cardboard signs telling you what happened and how the site became a memorial. And pictures of the passengers who died. And until a few months' time, this will all be completed. And right behind there is where the plane actually touched down. So, thank you for watching. And rest in peace, everybody.